Welcome to the world of mallards. Over the course of this documentary, we will take a small dive into the vast lives of an often overlooked, highly intelligent animal. Mallards have a lot to offer, but aren't always keen on showing off. Thankfully, with the help of RoboDuck, we just might have a chance of capturing interesting behaviors and experiencing a close-up with a group of curious ducklings. Mallards are found all across the world in vastly different climates. However, today we are in Connecticut, taking a look at some mallards spending their morning in a local park. Worldwide, they are commonly known and identified by their fluorescent green heads. Only the male drakes feature this green shade, whereas the female ducks are commonly a lighter shade of brown. The curved structure of a mallard's head feathers can often cause the sunlight to reflect different shades of green, or even give off a beautiful purple. A great way to see different reflections of a mallard's colors is to find a sleeping or resting mallard that isn't demonstrating lots of movement. During this time, you may notice that mallards, like many other waterfowl, have 3 eyelids that act as protective barriers against the water they swim in. Mallards are also known to sleep with one eye open. However, these mallards, born and raised in captivity, are sleeping with both closed. These mallards here have darker feet, showing us that they are native to this area and don't move around a lot, unlike others who have bright orange feet showcasing lots of activity and movement, choosing not to settle in one specific area. Many people believe a duck's favorite food is bread, yet the truth is, though they might find it somewhat tasty, most bread isn't good for any birds at all. White bread and other types of common bread used for feeding ducks, like grocery store rolls, have no nutritional value to a duck and can cause a duck to become full without receiving any nutrition. On top of this, a duck's stomach may have a slightly hard time digesting the bread than they would other types of food. Mallards are excellent at finding their own food naturally, such as underwater roots and plants. A mallard will also eat small underwater fish and crustaceans. If you are really interested in feeding the ducks yourself, or you own domestic ducks, another great alternative is duck seed, made of oats and corn or similar bird food pellets. In this case, a food dish filled with pellets for the local mallards and other ducks has been raided by an unexpected visitor. Thankfully, there's plenty of food to go around, and this visitor is an excellent reminder of a mallard's vast relationship with other animal species. Mallards often live amongst many other species of animals, both small and larger, as well as mix in with plenty of other breeds of waterfowl. It's hard to talk about the mallard's relationship with other species without mentioning one of their closest ally, Canadian geese. Due to similarities in migration patterns, as well as a common interest in the same food sources and climate, the Canadian goose is often found right alongside the mallard, forming a long-standing friendship and understanding of one another's species. Unfortunately for the mallard, not everyone is a friend. There certainly are some predators to be on the lookout for. Ducklings are a common target by predators looking for an easy meal, and unfortunately for this group, a hungry raccoon has spotted them from the bank of the river. The ducklings are struggling to stay together as the strong river current pushes hard against their efforts to escape this predator. The raccoon moves in further. Fortunately, the ducklings were able to use their advanced swimming skills to move past the current and have successfully made it into the clear. The same cannot be said for our raccoon friend, who has given up on swimming upriver and has instead decided to take a break in a tree. One of the mallard's toughest foes is in fact their own species. Mallards, like humans, can become very territorial and will often fight with each other over territory and potential mates. Often, mallards will fight for as long as they can with one another. Most fights don't end until one of them retreats, giving up on the territory. Aside from these common disagreements, in rare situations, male mallards who are unable to find mates during mating season may form an all-male crew, in which they hunt down already partnered female mallards with the intention of forcefully interjecting themselves into the mating process. Mallards are very community-focused and will protect one another from these outsiders. A mallard who might try committing this offense is often kicked out of the territory by the others and made to find another pack that may or may not accept them. Alternatively, before turning to a life of crime, it's common to see mallards who can't find mates partner up with the same sex and take care of ducklings that may have lost their mother to a predator or the harsh climate. Mallards, similar to humans, will mourn the loss of those who are closest to them and can feel a strong sense of sadness. Interestingly enough, it's been determined that if a mallard is peacefully separated from another they're close with, they do not feel sad or experience any feelings of loss, despite not knowing what happened to the other. In order to get a closer look, it would help if we could see from the eyes of a mallard and possibly join the flock ourselves. After some time and research, I was able to put together a robo-duck capable of floating, swimming, video recording, and most importantly, blending in. Our goal is to try and get some footage of the mallards with an entirely new perspective and capture some interesting behavior as the mallard interacts with our robot. At first, the robo-duck sits on the rocks nearby, as to not frighten the group of mallards he'll soon interact with. After slowly moving in, the pack is wary of Robo-Duck and seems to be very aware he isn't a living, breathing mallard like them. Possibly the large floaties gave him away, or the camera on his back, or maybe mallards are simply smarter than I'm giving them credit for. While Robo-Duck waits to be collected on the shore, it turns out not everyone is so concerned with Robo's presence. The vast world of mallards has so much to offer, and there is so much history and facts to be explored. Taking time to research and learn more about the local waterfowl in your area is one of my favorite ways to connect with nature. It is important to take time while observing these often overlooked birds, but once you understand all they have to offer, you'll start seeing their influence everywhere you look. Thank you for taking this journey with me. I hope you learned something new and found mallards to be just as amazing as they truly are.